Dogs are some of the most loyal animals you'll ever meet. For 4 long years, this dog waited at the same spot, hoping his owner would come back for him. Then something amazing happened. Our story today takes us all the way to Thailand. Just outside the city of Khon Kaen, there was a busy intersection near a gas station. People started noticing a little brown and white dog showing up at the same place every single day. It seemed odd. He looked like he had been cared for. He wasn't too skinny, and he was fairly clean. Most folks passing by figured he must belong to someone nearby, just out for a daily wander. But as time went on, the dog never seemed to leave. A few people kept an eye on him and noticed he was starting to get thin and weak. His fur was falling out too, and it looked like he was developing some kind of painful skin condition. The poor dog was really struggling. Lots of kind-hearted people wanted to help him, and some even thought about giving him a new home. The locals started calling him Leo and pitched in to look after him. One woman, a lady named Sao Wallach, noticed how much worse Leo was getting. His skin was clearly hurting him, and she couldn't stand to just pass by. Every day on her way to work, she would see him sitting there, looking more miserable. One day, she couldn't take it anymore. She scooped Leo up and took him home. Sao Wallach gently washed his skin with special medicine and worked to untangle his messy fur. She gave him a warm, safe place to rest and all the good food he could eat. Little by little, Leo began to heal. As he got stronger, Sao Wallach found herself growing more and more attached to the sweet dog. But one day when she came home from work, Leo was gone. Heartbroken, she searched all over her neighborhood, knocking on doors and asking everyone if they had seen him. But Leo was nowhere to be found. Then a thought struck her. As fast as she could, she drove back to the intersection. And there he was, Leo, sitting right where she had first found him. It was clear now. Leo had only stayed with her long enough to recover. His heart still belonged to that intersection. Why was that spot so important to him? After thinking it over, Sao Wallach realized there could only be one answer. Leo must have lost his family there. He kept coming back, hoping they'd return for him. It broke her heart to think of him waiting day after day, still believing they might come back. Sao Wallach tried bringing him home a few more times, but each time he found a way to escape and return to his spot at the intersection. After a while, Sao Wallach had to accept that Leo didn't want to leave the intersection. His heart was set on waiting there. But that didn't mean she couldn't still care for him. From then on, she made sure to bring him food every single day. She would sit by him, gently brush his fur so it wouldn't get tangled again, and keep taking care of his skin. It wasn't quite the same as having him safe at home, but at least he was loved and cared for. More and more people became fascinated by this loyal little dog. Some folks would stop by just to visit him. Others would bring food or treats. Leo loved all the attention and was sweet to everyone, but no matter how kind they were, he never wanted to leave with any of them. People started taking pictures of him, and sometimes of Sao Wallach too, while she was caring for him. During all of this, Leo made another wonderful friend. Her name was Anujit Ancharon. She also saw Leo's situation and wanted to help in any way she could. For 4 long years, Leo had sat there, waiting for his family. It was heartbreaking to see. Then Anujit had an idea. She had plenty of pictures of Leo, so she decided to use the internet to try and help him. She made a post on social media, sharing Leo's story, the loyal dog who refused to leave the road where he last saw his family. Anujit hoped that maybe, just maybe, someone who knew Leo would see the post and help bring him home. But she never expected what happened next. The post took off. People shared it all over, and soon it spread beyond Thailand to other countries too. Thousands of people became deeply invested in Leo's story, rooting for him to find his family again. After the post went viral, it reached a lot of people, including a 64-year-old woman named Nang Noi Sitasan. She lived in the Roi Et province of Thailand. When Nang Noi saw the pictures of Leo, her heart nearly stopped. The dog in the photos looked exactly like her beloved Bonbon, the dog she had lost 4 years ago. She and her husband had been visiting their daughter in Khon Kaen back then, and Bonbon had come along with them. He was riding in the back of their car, and the window was open just a crack. When they stopped at a gas station for a quick break, they suddenly realized Bonbon was gone. Maybe he had jumped out when they slowed at a stop sign. Maybe he got spooked or saw something he wanted to chase. Whatever happened, he was just gone. Nang Noi and her family were devastated. For a week straight, they searched every road and field near where they thought they had lost him. But there was no sign of Bonbon. After that terrible week, they finally had to accept that he was gone for good. They had assumed the worst, that Bonbon had been hit by a car or hurt somehow, and after a while they lost all hope of finding him. It was heartbreaking, but they had to make peace with the fact that he was gone. 4 years passed. They never got another dog. It was just too painful. But now, seeing the pictures of Leo, they felt sure. It had to be Bonbon. He had been waiting for them all this time, and now they could finally bring him home. They were beyond excited. They got in touch with Anujit Ancharan and sent her some old pictures of Bonbon as a puppy. She looked at them and agreed Leo was very likely their lost dog. Together they arranged for Nang Noi and her family to visit the intersection and meet Leo. Anujit made sure to let Sawalak know the family was coming. If Leo was going to leave, Sawalak deserved a chance to say goodbye. After all, she had cared for him and loved him for 4 whole years. When the family arrived at the intersection, Sawalak and Anujit were already there, sitting nearby as Leo rested in the shade. Nang Noi stepped out of the car and called out his name. "Bonbon!" At the sound of his old name, Leo lifted his head. He got up and then suddenly broke into a full run toward them, his whole body wagging with excitement, not just his tail. He was so happy to see them. It was clear he had been worried about them all these years. Now, seeing them again, he knew they were okay. The family thanked Sawalak with full hearts for everything she had done for him. It was time to say goodbye. Sawalak knelt down and hugged Leo tightly, tears filling her eyes. She had grown to love him so much. Then the family called to him, inviting him to come and get into the car. But something incredible happened. Leo wouldn't go. When they tried to gently pick him up, he pulled away and trotted right back to Sawalak. He sat down beside her and wouldn't move. Everyone realized what Leo was trying to say. He wanted to stay with Sawalak. He had found a new family now, and he didn't want to leave her. Nang Noi and her family understood. They agreed to let him stay where he was happiest. They promised to visit him often and even offered to help with any vet bills he might have. Leo, once Bonbon, had made his choice. From that day on, he lived with Sawalak, and he never ran away again. He was finally truly home. If you would help a dog for 4 years too, tell us in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more heartwarming stories just like this one.